It's highly unlikely that someone hasn't heard the catchy dancing song Gangnam Style that was performed by the Korean performer Psy.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
And that's no coincidence that the total number of views on the corresponding music video on YouTube shocked the administration's host, forcing them to introduce changes to the settings of the enumerator. There were a lot of dance challenges, memes, and parodies. In this video, we'll talk about the artist Psy, what happened to him, and why he fell into a state of depression after Gangnam Style. Psy's real-life name is Park Jae-sang, is a representative of Korea's golden youth. The singer was born in Seoul at the very end of the year 1977 to a family of CEOs who produce electronics. He studied at an elite school and had other attributes of having lived a life of wealth. As it benefits a boy from a wealthy family, Park Jae-sang was about to get a degree from one of Seoul's private schools. However, his education barely interested him. 15 years old, music became his true passion. His main idols were American artists Eminem and Tupac. Following in their example, the future YouTube hero began writing his own tracks while still in his early teens. However, the son's hobby didn't interest his father, and by 1996, as part of a corporate program to prepare specialists for the DI Corporation Company, Psy moved to the US, where he began studying the techniques of business administration at Boston University. From the very beginning of his education, his success in his studies was below average. He often ran off for a while, not showing up to classes for weeks at a time. And then, not long after, his dad had to pull all his strings to keep his son in university. But half a year later, Park Jae-sang dropped out. Having finished a short English language course, he submitted his documents to enroll in the Berklee School of Music. It's worth noting that studying at the university in California didn't last long for the young South Korean. Having mastered the basics of solfeggio, music synthesis, and contemporary writing form, Psy returned to Korea, where he began his solo career as an artist. Having once again returned to his hometown, Park Jae-sang, who was already going by the pseudonym Psy, starred on Korean national TV, where he presented to the public his first real hit song, Bird, which was instantly loved by viewers. In 2001, his first full-fledged record, called Psy from the Psycho World, appeared on the shelves of music shops in the Korean Republic. The artist's music video hit the national charts. In 2001, Park Jae-sang, now better known by the Psycho singer Psy, formally established himself in the ranks of South Korea's new stars. In 2002, the performer pleased his fans with his new album, Sa 2, which was only sold to those over the age of 19 due to content being of potential danger for teenagers. History repeated itself when the new Korean celebrity published yet another one of his studio records, 3 Psy. This time, because of the scandalous content of his song, the artist was fine. However, Psy was absolutely not intending to give up on putting out antisocial lyrics. In all fairness, it's worth noting out that on the performer's third album, there were quite a lot of truly worthy pieces. As an example, the song Champion, concerning the Soccer World Cup in 2002, became the unofficial tune of the championship. Later on, he fell on some dark days. He released many singles. In the period between 2003 and 2012, the artist's popularity was on the decline. The singles Father, We Are the One, It's Art, and many other songs did not get the artist the popularity that he had earlier. The once lively and a little bit insane singer had hit his 40s and no longer looked as bright and lit as he did in previous years. He changed his persona a bit. Psy was increasingly taking on the role of a producer and composer. However, the dream of achieving new accomplishments nevertheless never left him. And so, on the 15th of July, 2012, after a visible decline, a new breakthrough emerged. The Gangnam Style music video popped up online. and it included in it a choreography that instantly made the Korean artist popular far away from the borders of his hometown.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
The song was included in the Guinness Book of Records and became a true YouTube legend. The piece spread like a computer virus. 5 months after its release, the total number of views on the video exceeded 1 billion. Just imagine that. Back in 2012, YouTube wasn't so popular as it is now, yet he still managed to get such a result. However, the song lost its status in the Guinness Book of Records in the summer of 2017, conceding its place to the piece See You Again from the movie Fast and Furious 7. In this song, in the final scene, Paul Walker, one of the main characters of the movie, parted ways with his friend. The Gangnam Style term refers to a trendy and stylish way of life, which is adopted by the residents of the Gangnam neighborhood in Seoul, South Korea. However, Psy's song had nothing to do with the neighborhood itself. According to his own words, the piece has a much deeper meaning. It casts a humorous look at people who try to look like somebody they're not. Gangnam Style represents a colloquial term. According to the dictionary of the weekly Time magazine, the term describes a style associated with a luxurious way of living in Seoul's wealthy neighborhood called Gangnam. But Psy's song doesn't even come close to describe all of what really happens in this bohemian place. It's more comical than just. In an interview, the singer pointed out that people who live in Gangnam never actually talk about it. On the other hand, posers and copycats who have never actually been there boast all about living in Gangnam and every street in the country. Thus, this given track basically only pokes fun at such people who try, with their entire might, to be somebody whom they're actually not. And in April of 2013, the South Korean artist unveiled to the world his new hit song, Gentleman, which had also become super popular. But in addition to the highs and lows in music, he also had some downfalls in his personal life. After such success, he was depressed because everyone invited him to perform the same single song of his that is his most popular. He was afraid of becoming the author of a single hit song, so he often drank. According to his own words, if he's happy, he drinks. If he's upset, he drinks. If it's raining outside, he drinks. If it's sunny outside, he drinks. He referred to vodka as his best and closest friend. The only times where he wasn't drunk were when he was experiencing a hangover. He also admitted that he was arrested in 2001 for possession of marijuana. He had to stay locked up for 25 days. And for this reason, the guy missed his grandpa's funeral. The next record became the collab work between Park Jae-sang and the American rapper Snoop Dogg titled Hangover. The hilarious music video, which was shot in a matter of a couple of days, ended up in the top spots in the Billboard's singles charts.
Hangover, 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 party's over.
In 2015, Psy presented the Chiljip Saida album. British pop singer Ed Sheeran and American rapper and producer will.i.am took part in recording some tracks. And in 2017, he published yet another album. And the main track of the record was New Face. On the 14th of May, 2018, it became well known that Psy was going to leave the YG Entertainment Agency to create his own. On the 23rd of January 2019, it was announced on Instagram that the label would be called P Nation. And as you can already understand, he became a music producer who promotes artists. Their figures are impressive. He once again disappeared for a while, and many thought that he would no longer put out any music. However, in 2022, he released his new album by the name of Psy 9, and the main track was That, which was recorded as a collaboration with Suga, the soloist of the group BTS. He now continues to produce for artists and also perform at concerts. And now he is at peace with the idea that Gangnam Style is the main hit song of his career.
It's my strongest weapon. If I see someone in some foreign countries and if I don't wear sunglasses, they don't recognize me that much. But if I play the song, game's done.
You've also noticed that he also lost weight in comparison to how he was in 2012, and some roasted him about it on Instagram, saying that it reflects negatively on his image. "You keep losing your original character, LOL." And Psy literally started apologizing for this, and many were in disbelief as to why he would do that. One fan asked, "Why are you saying sorry to everyone?" Psy responded again to say, "They don't want me losing the weight, LOL." Many supported the artist in the fact that he didn't need to apologize for that. So, what do you think? Is it normal to roast someone just because they lost weight? The next video I recommend you watch is about what happened to Akon the artist. Thanks everybody for watching. See you soon.